Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? I am so excited. I am so excited we are going to beat Satisfactory. Okay. Okay, that might be an exaggeration. We're going to make the final part in Satisfactory. They probably make it like one a minute or one every 2 minutes, and I need 200 of them. And like, what am I gonna just AFK? Right? Like, I'm not gonna just AFK for 3 hours. Unless nah, nah. But we're going to make the final part. We're going to do it finally. Hey Zach, how you doing? We're gonna make the final part, and I can't wait. We had been 9 months. We've been doing Satisfactory for 9 months. God, I gotta beat these games faster. Yeah. I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't pick a Giga game like Satisfactory, right? But it's so much fun. It's such a fun game. I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's just a good game. But oh man. Also, hey, welcome in if you're new here. I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior. And y'all like Satisfactory? Y'all like Satisfactory? Oh, thanks for the follow. You miss seeing my face? Oh, I miss seeing you. It's been a while. Your work schedule is very unfortunate for my own schedule, huh? Such is life. Such is the factory as it grows. Such is the factory as it grows. But with that said, let's get in. Let's figure out, let's discuss. We have one Satisfactory stream, right? One big one left. Hey. Yoshi? Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry if I get it wrong. But hey, how you doing? Let's get into Satisfactory. Let's take a look. Let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing for our final build, right? What are we doing for our final build? Yoshi? Okay. I will say it wrong in the heat of the moment. Don't worry. But welcome to Satisfactory. I was pondering as I kind of prepped things around. Where do I put our final build? Where do we put the final build, right? And I realized our aluminum plant is the place to be. It's the center of our empire. It's where everything is, and the trees are really pretty. This is the real one. Call you Plushie. I will try to remember that, but I'm so bad with names. I apologize in advance. God, it's rough out here. It's rough out here in these streets. I'm very stupid. But with that said, our final part is what is this thing? What is this thing? All right, so it is the ballistic warp drive. There we go. The ballistic warp drive. We're doing great. This ballistic warp drive is our final part we need to make to beat this freaking game after so long. I think we're on like part 23 of the stream or something. Not counting me doing a lot of stuff off stream. Holy crap. I think we built like 3 main things. No, 4. Yeah, anyways, why did I jump out? What am I doing? With that said, it's not too hard. We need dark crystals, which we have. We need superposition oscillators, which we have. And we need thermal propulsion rockets, which we have. All we need is these singularity cells. This weird new guy. And this guy himself, easy to make. We need nuclear pasta. Pain in the butt, takes forever to cook, but we already got those cooking. And more dark crystals, iron plates, and concrete. Honestly, I think we can beat this game in like 30 minutes. It's not hard. Been 84 years. Look, you kids don't know what it's like to insist on finishing your games when you're playing something like Satisfactory. Oh, more's the fool, more's the fool. What's that be in 30 minutes? then obviously we sit around and wait for 3 hours for it to cook. Then we have to wait for it to cook. I don't know. I don't know what happens when this game ends, and beyond that, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about our future plans, what we're doing next. Look, I am not an Ajushi. Well, I actually might be. I'm fucking old. I've always been old. Alright. So, with that said, first things first, we're going to need singularity cells. How many do we need, though? We need 5 per minute, which is not a lot to make ballistic warp drives. So, I guess we'll set up 1? Maybe 2, turn the other off? It just doesn't feel like a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot. And everything we got out here, we'll jam it back here, give it some room. We got lots of space. You got lots of space. Nah, I've worked with princes. Those guys are butts. Yo, actual nobility, the worst. Singularity. Oh, really? We make these in the manufacturer as well? Neat. Let's jam some energy into it, because I can. All right. So, iron plates, dark matter, concrete, and nuclear pasta. Now, the discerning eye may have realized, Lord Generic has so cleverly already stretched this bad boy out. Stretch this bad boy out of our nuclear pasta. So, we are kind of good there. We're kind of good there. You like the elegant clothes? Thank you. Thank you. My mother made it for me. My mama made it for me. But, alright. So, let's toss some slurs. They did make a change in Satisfactory. If you weren't aware, by the way, in the 1.1 patch, you can now drop splitters and mergers directly onto belts of sufficient length. Easily the best change they have ever made. Easily. Because look at that. I can just... How did I put that in the middle? You can just... Oh, God. The autosave. You can just stick it straight in. And now, bloop. And bloop. It should... Well, one of them worked. Well, one of them worked. That one worked. I don't... Why did this... I swear I say one thing's gonna work out, and now we're here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You study fashion design yourself? Very cool. Very cool. All my clothes are patterned after a mix of traditional Hanfu. And why is it not working? Is it because it's off? They're building it off? This was gonna be so easy in my head, I swear. I swear. Oh, now it works. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, as for all the other items, we've got them imported here. Concrete, dark matter crystals, and iron plates. So what we need to do is export these bad boys. I was thinking, what was the easiest way to do that? Frankly, we can do it fairly easily, I think. Fairly easy. Let's toss some splitters out. Makes it easier for future redistribution if we need it. If we need it. And beyond that, we just toss things in and see what happens, right? See what happens. I could go over the front, but that is very... ugly. So, I would very much prefer not to. And at this point, we could mix everything into a single belt, like the single giga belt, because we have such good belts, but what can I say? Old habits die hard. I personally would much prefer to, if I could figure out what I am doing, one day, much prefer to keep things kind of straightforward. Keep things on their own belts. It just helps my own personal organization, you know? My own personal organization. Many buildings look like the Death Star from Star Wars. Look! The Death Star is a safety hazard. Terribly designed. Who made this thing? Really, who made this thing? I'm glad it exploded. I'm glad it exploded. It was going to do it anyways, and the way they built that. Terrible design, really. Alright. Hold on. Let's do this a little different. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Anyways. Anyways. It's crazy. Let's get a little bit of height. Let's get a little bit of height. We want to split it off in a way that actually functions. And it's a little crowded. It is a little crowded, but that's fine. That's fine. It'll work. I don't like that's cutting over that. I don't care quite enough to fix it. I am feeling a wee bit lazy. I won't lie. I won't lie. Look, we're here to beat the game, not to be the most beautiful in the world. Some people make factories that are wild, and I'm sitting here like, man, I've done this professionally, and my factories don't look like that. Maybe it's because I've done it professionally, so I'm like, why would I do that? Ew, pretty. Ew. We don't have budget for pretty. Ridiculous. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Alright, now let's jam these. Let's put these in over this away. Let's put these in over this away. Because we've got a lot of building to do. What the heck? What was that? There we go. Oh, that is the wrong belt. There we go. And let's jam these up for maximum potential while we wait. Well, no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. The reason it's a bad idea, well, screw it. YOLO. Anyways, and that's the final item realistically. The ballistic warp drive, we just need 2 items. We have the rocket engines sitting right here. And we need 1 more drone port. So, let's go ahead. Let's import a drone port right here. Right here. And I don't remember. Give it a proper name. And what are these things called? What are the thingies we're looking for? Singularity superposition oscillator. Wow, 110 drone ports. I'm not saying I discovered one good tech and abused it. And abused the hell out of it. But maybe. Time to work, that's what you call the game. I mean, hey. But it's a good time, right? I am not exporting our superposition oscillators at the moment. I need to fix that. And once we fix that, well, let's set this up so that it's functional ahead of time, right? That's functional ahead of time. So we'll set up, I don't know, 3 of them? That seems a little excessive. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love a little excessive. That's such a good way to do things, you know? Alright, and we'll toss you all the way over there. And you will go to there. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to set this up that the moment we start flying these bad boys out, they'll be making ballistic warp drives and we'll be ready to beat Satisfactory. After so long. Remember, kids, maybe don't stream one of the longest games physically possible and try to actually finish it. Maybe I have made some mistakes. Well, it's a good time though. And y'all have the best Let's Play ever. I hope. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe that's a little much. That's probably a little much. Oh well. Oh, why? Why is it not? Look, is my mouse breaking? I swear everything is breaking. My computer was blue screening earlier today as well. And I swear everything is breaking down around me. The world is rotting out from the inside. Rotting out from the inside, I tell you. All right. Let's move some rockets in. So this guy, mayhaps we'll actually want him over here. Because the rockets will split for... God, it's so nice that rockets or splitters do this now, right? Unbelievable. You can just drop it on the belt. You can just drop it on the belt. Now let's check this out. So if I put you up to here, will the rockets move? Will they move? The PC. Oh. Yeah, why? Okay, so as we've seen, we can put splitters directly on, except when we can't. And it just doesn't always want to work. Huh. Alright, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. Alright, anyways. pretend that totally worked the first time. This totally worked the first time. Man, y'all remember, I'm just feeling nostalgic now. Y'all remember when we started this and legitimately had issues like building enough space for a few manufacturers? Because we didn't have infinite material, right? At the time, we did not have things like an infinite supply. This is an ugly way to move the dark crystals. Do I move them around? It's still not great, but... yeah, that is better. That is better. We'll toss a splitter here and here for dark crystals. But, as we were saying, it's amazing how much this game has changed as we played it, right? Going from, like, no material to tons of material. Not being able to carry concrete to having literally infinite steel and concrete. It completely... That is on the wrong spot. It completely changes the vibe of the game. And that's a nice thing about these builder sims, the entire style of game, you could say. Why are the singularity reactors? Oh, they're not hooked up. That'll do it. That'll do it. Which... Right. They're the last one to do. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I just don't remember. Anyways, yeah. So, it's very interesting how these games change, and that creates a very good dynamic flow of gameplay. A very strong drip feed of reward for performance, I would describe it as, right? A constant sense of like, oh, as long as we do the right thing, we will always get the good result, which is exactly the kind of thing you generally want. That you generally want from this kind of game, and it feels real good. Ooh, hold on. I have a couple things. Suma sloops. No, in here. I have a few Suma sloops on us, just enough. Why 4? I should have had 8. What else is doubling its production? Because we want to make as many of these bad boys as physically possible, of course. And we'll just put the box over here. I like putting my boxes to the side. It just looks so much neater, in my opinion. All right. Oh, you got to head out? Thanks for dropping by, Zach. Have a lovely night. Have a lovely night. Anyways, so we now need to move over a little to one of our nearby bases. Unfortunately, the only way to get here is by human. Granted, now that we have singularity reactors, we could build teleports. We could build teleport points. The singularity reactors allow you to build teleport gates, which is pretty snazzy. But I'm also at one of those points where I'm like, devs, the singularity reactor is literally the last thing we build in the entire game. It's like the last thing we build to beat the game. So warp gates are only functionally useful for people who beat Satisfactory and for some reason go, I need to build more stuff. Right? Like, I didn't... Yeah, I know it's a 200-hour game, but I need to build more stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for that kind of person. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily bad, but it's kind of funny to me, right? Just in that sense. Oh, that reminds me, while we're moving, plushie. Oh, that's the wrong one. If you would like to see my full design, of course you can see it on our Discord or on our Twitter. But with that said, hold on, I got bam, there you go. Oh, that's kind of small. That's a little small. We can be a little bit bigger. We'll be over here for now. We only have to build like one drone point. Or something? I thought I had one. God, I may be building too many of these things. I may have really gone a little overboard, you know. Now that I'm looking at it, things may have gotten a little bit out of control. Nah. That's ridiculous. What am I thinking? What am I even thinking? Of course they haven't. I think they aren't in control enough. I think we need to keep going. I think we need to double our drones. But, there you go. If you have an interest in Hanfu, that's what I wear. As a Terracotta Warrior, it's only appropriate. As, of course. Alright. Alright, so let's give this a good name. Just because we're about to beat the game doesn't mean we become lax in naming after all. I have standards. Superposition oscillator. And where are our the autosave. Where are our superposition oscillators? I know we got a bunch in here, right? We got a bunch in here. Why are the neural quantum processors not being made? Hold up. That ain't right. So this bad boy's being fed. Oh, you're the one doubling production. That makes sense. And this bad boy. But these bad boys back here. Oh, right. They don't have enough supercomputers, because supercomputers are a pain in my butt. I think they're the hardest thing to make in this game. Quite honestly, with absolute honesty, I think they're the most annoying thing to make in this game, as it were. You know what? We'll keep doubling the superposition oscillator build. We need them, after all. We really, really do. So, with that said, our superposition oscillators, as it is, currently all link out into this guy. We no longer need the AI expansion servers. We have more than enough. So, what do we do with these, right? First off, we're going to cut this link here, and we're going to toss down a smart splitter, which will go out to here and link out one this away and one this away. So on the left is we are going to output our superposition oscillators, and on the front will be our overflow. Now, the only time we'll output to that big old machine is when we have spares, which I don't anticipate happening all that often. Not unless I optimize my supercomputer production an awful lot real fast. Oh, and would you look at that? It's just that easy to stick them into the right spot. Beautiful. All right, droned up, powered up, ready to go. Superposition oscillator. All right, and we're good. All right, game's done. We beat Satisfactory. Am I joking? I don't know. Not really. Kind of no. A little bit, but also no. Really, the only thing we could do, realistically, to speed up the game at this point would be to build more supercomputers. Which, I don't know about you, that sounds like a pain in the butt. I can go feed a few into our system, but like... we'll just go feed some in there. That should be good. This one doesn't even use it. This one is not even being used. You know what? Since it's not being used, we'll also send you to the steel manufactorum. Computer in. There you go. Good luck, drone. Ah. Now, with all that said, how y'all doing? I have been spending a lot of time pondering what I want to do with our channel, right? What we want to stream soon. Because now that we're basically done with Satisfactory, Player Obscure, we're on Act 2. I don't know how long Act 3 is, but given that we played Act 2 for nearly 30 hours, well, not Act 2 alone, we played the game for nearly 30 hours. I've heard it's fairly short for an RPG. And, you know, Girls Frontline, I love Girls Frontline, but, you know, it's not exactly... You get like 1 or 2 streams every 3 weeks from that, right? Not a ton. So the question becomes, what do we do, right? You know what? Let's hold my G. I literally never get a chance to hold this. We'll hold it like this. Never get a chance to hold it because it's just really big. Who knew? Pole arms? Quite large. They get in the way. But with all that said, what exactly... Oh god, the autosave. the game, there's just too much stuff. Right, I forgot you can take fall damage while riding this if you go down too fast. And I was deciding, there's a lot of big ticket games, like really famous game series I've never played. I feel like I played them because either people in my life adored them and talked about them often, or they're things that were so popular, so frequently on the internet, right, that I simply never felt a need to go play them specifically. I always simply felt that like, yeah, I know what these games are. It's obvious to me. But I think it's also very fair. It's very fair and true to say, hey, you don't necessarily know that. All right, so I think I want to turn these ones off. Well, they can cook. They should cook. But I think I want to feed all of our superposition oscillators into this one, which is making a whopping 5 per minute, right? As opposed to the others. Because I don't think I have enough superposition oscillators to feed them all indefinitely. I wish that I did. Wish that I did. But we do not. So we should feed them all into the thing that makes twice as many warp drives and is therefore twice as efficient. Let's take these out. Alright. There you go, buddy. Now you're full of them. Ooh, you're so full of superposition oscillators. Ow. With that said, I was honestly thinking of both Mass Effect and the Solid or the Metal Gear games for the next like big thing I do. Right? Next big thing I do. Granted, like, I know, as I'm like, wow, this game, but here's the thing. I could have beaten all of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and Andromeda in the time it has taken me to do Satisfactory, right? It's easy. It's so easy to think, oh, it's too much. It's too much game. But like fucking Satisfactory was too much game. This was too much game. This took 9 months to beat. I started this, I think in October last year on a whim, and boy, I won't lie, I really felt obliged to give Satisfactory what it deserved, to beat the game in Satisfactory. The reason I felt that was that, frankly, I think I owe a lot to Satisfactory. It kind of put me on the map, streaming-wise at least. So, I wanted to beat it, even if, hey, this goes right through, nice. That's some good clipping. Absolute tripping hazard. Horrible, horrible design. Nice clipping. Fantastic design, what can I say? But. We don't really... Like, I didn't have to play this game, right? I just wanted to. Alright, so let's tune these down to 10% output so they stop eating up our precious dark crystals. Though we do make a lot of dark crystals. We're flying them in from... Where? Right, I made a dark crystal output plant specifically for them. So we are making a lot of dark crystals. With that said, I don't know if we need to make, 5 times as many as we needed. 5 times as many as I planned. But I was thinking Metal Gear next. I even checked Good Old Games, and you know what? You might be thinking generic. Oh, you're going to start from Metal Gear Solid? I love Metal Gear Solid. No, I won't. Oh, you see, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, you mean the game for children? No. I'm stupid. So I'm starting with Metal Gear. Like Metal Gear 1. Yeah, I know what the kids want. I am the one who knows what the kids want, and the kids want Metal Gear 1, baby. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh, but why is it so funny? Is there a way to just make dark matter? Right, I can just turn Sam into dark matter directly. If I wanted to speed this up, I guess I could for superposition oscillators. Or I just go improve the supercomputer production, but why would I do that? Now, why would I do that? So, until the meantime, we just kind of wait. Yo, we got 40 ballistic warp drives already. It's not going half bad. You know what? Not going half bad. If we use 5 of this to make 5 of this, that means we easily have like 140 superposition oscillators locked and loaded, ready to use. And I do love that for us. So we should be good. I think. We should be good. Let's hope. Let's hope. Because I'm gonna be honest. I do love Satisfactory. After Steam, how long? Okay, I haven't played it for this long. Yeah, I haven't played it for that long because, a lot of it was AFK. Many hours of my Satisfactory are AFK because, you get something working, you get something running, and you're like, well, I don't need to make more, so let's just let this run for a couple hours and get to the next point, right? Very normal thing to do. Yeah, Steam says 194 hours. I don't want to talk about it. How long does a normal person take to beat Satisfactory? It's gotta be long. I won't lie, we may have spent 20 hours on nuclear power. nuclear power was practically a game unto itself. Because I, as a great fool, instead of building an endless labyrinth of boxes to fill with nuclear waste, I turned those nuclear fuel rods into plutonium. Into plutonium rods and put them in a sink for points, so that my nuclear power plants are renewable. My energy is indeed renewable. Like a great fool. Right? Every time it gets you. Oh well. Oh well. It's just weird to think that we're about to be done with this game. You know? It kind of boggles the mind, as it were. It's like, can you beat Satisfactory? I mean, obviously the answer is yeah, eventually. But I mean, like, realistically speaking, do people beat Satisfactory? Hey Zan, how's it going? We've completed the last part. We're kind of just waiting for it to cook. Give it like 20, 30 minutes, I think. What are we making? We're making 5 a minute. We need 150. What's 150 divided by 5? 15? No, 30. We do need 30 minutes. Nice. Nice. Here I thought we'd have to cook it for hours. Thanks, Sumer Sloop. You're a real pal. You're such a buddy, Sumer Sloop. Adding your 90th PS2 game. Oh yeah, what's this? Okay. If you haven't, I would recommend the Wild Arm games. Wild Arms? Ooh, Wild Arms are good PS2 games. Granted, PS2 really is PlayStation 2. That's the era of RPGs, let me tell you. Oh, my favorite. And that's a big part of why I love Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. It is very much the look and feel and vibe of a very ambitious Xbox 360 RPG. It's basically a sequel to Lost Odyssey in its scope, and it's so immaculate. But I think PlayStation 2, GameCube, original Xbox, that was an era where gaming was incredible. Like, yeah, they had weird parts, a lot of stuff was experimental, but the games were big enough to be good, but just small enough to stay weird and not just be the same. You know, it wasn't Call of Duty 87, right? Which was identical to all the other ones. I miss that. I miss that. But yeah, that's fine. Besides that, like nearly 300 gigs for Samurai Warriors 2? That's a massive file size for the PS2 era. I'm amazed they fit that on a basic DVD. Wow. I guess it... Wait, how did you get expansion packs on a PlayStation 2 game? How did they sell that? Oh, all your games is 300 gigabytes. I was like, how the fuck? What? Samurai Warriors? Yeah, but same point, you have a ton of PlayStation 2 games, and that era is so good. Now, this is a GameCube game. But I cannot stress enough that getting Gotcha Force for the Nintendo GameCube, peak arena fighter. It's so good. It's a game where you play a team of toys fighting other toys and aliens come to life. The voice acting is so bad you'll want to die. The voice acting of Gotcha Force, so actively atrocious you'll want to die. There is effectively no story. And it's kind of weird when it starts. The game is peak. Unbelievably good. They walk through how to enable them. I see. Gotcha. Oh, right. You have to put in multiple discs. Oh, I don't miss that era. I do not miss the multiple disc era. Dark times, yo. But, yeah. Oh, the Sumer Sloop output. Oh. The Sumer Sloop output looks different. Oh, yeah. It's glowing purple and shooting off pink flame to tell you that it's being Sumer Sloop upgraded. Fascinating. Fascinating. Thank you, Cool S. But yeah, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real that we're beating Satisfactory. Maybe that's why I'm going to go with Metal Gear next. Okay, here's the thing. I know it's not a blind run because I feel like I know everything about the Metal Gear games because of, 20 years of meme culture. I feel like I know everything from 20 years of hard meme culture directly to the brain, right? So my brain is like, oh, how could I possibly misinterpret Metal Gear? I couldn't. It's simply not something I'm capable of. But realistically, I could very well misinterpret Metal Gear. Because, hey, right? Anyone could. Alright, how's the nuclear pasta going? Looks like it's still going strong. Man, how much copper powder am I making? Gosh darn, we're making a lot of copper powder. Makes 1.25. Wait, am I using this a little faster? I am. I should speed this up to 1.25. That 1. Do you think anyone makes like 10 things of nuclear pasta? Like anyone just goes, yeah, you know what? You know what? I think I know what the game needs. I think I know what the game wants me to do. And they make 10 nuclear pastas, the most annoying to make thing in the game, pretty much. I hope not. Oh, Lord, I hope not. That'd be deeply, deeply concerning. Maybe if you want to speedrun, but you'd have to know the game really well to do that, right? Ah, well. With all that said. So we're going to do Metal Gear, and I have decided, I've been rattling a few inspiration ideas off, deciding what I wanted to do, and I've decided that I am why am I sinking into this? Interesting. Very interested in running a Pathfinder campaign. Like one that I'll stream, just for funsies. So we'll be running some Pathfinder 2. I'm fairly confident I can get a crowd of people interested in playing. Might be newer players. I'll start at a higher level. I'm thinking level 5. I personally just think that's a really nice level to start at. I think it's a really nice spot. Your characters are a little differentiated. You avoid the low-level meat grinder effect a bit, and I just like it a little more. So that's what I'm doing, right? I can do what I want. You have Olive Armored Core, Dark Alliance, Atelier, Dark Cloud. Yo, Shining Force mentioned. I love Shining Force. Oh, I love Shining Force. Sega will never make a new Shining Force. You know why? I can tell you why Sega will never make a new Shining Force game. You know, I may as well be big. Not like we're doing anything. We're kind of just waiting. The reason Sega will never make a new Shining Force game is because they hate me specifically. You see, as the main character of life, Sega knows that they need to stop me from growing too powerful. And if Shining Force got a new game, well, I'd just be too powerful. It'd be my love of tactical strategy games and RPGs would grow too mighty, and I would become the new Dark Lord. Shining Force facts. Alright. I am watching this thing like a hawk for any possible events choking out our production. Yeah. See, you can say, yeah, it's reasonable things like licensing issues, and I'm sitting here like, no, I know the truth. It's because they hate me. It's because they hate me specifically. Because they could bring back Shining Force. They forced Creative Assembly to stop killing Total War, to stop making hyenas. God, hyenas, so stupid. So, for those unfamiliar, y'all know Concord? Y'all know Concord? Yeah, right. The game that came out as a $40 hero shooter and I think shut down the servers in 2 weeks. An unbelievable mega bomb that Sony was gearing up to have weekly animated, like CG animated episodes. Unbelievable failure. Unbelievable. But Hyenas was Creative Assembly, who's owned by Sega, trying to do the same thing, only this time with an extraction shooter. So more like Marathon of Bungie. Oh, man. Oh, I just thought about Marathon. I feel happy. Welcome back, Fleshy. Yeah. So, interesting. The last Shining game was Shining Resonance Refrain. What the heck is Shining Resonance Refrain? I have never heard of that. Is that real? I've seen this. The, like, Black Knight girl who definitely is not Saber at home. This was supposed to be the... This was supposed to be the same universe as Shining Force? Oh my god. How... I would have bought this if I knew that. But why would I know that? They call it the Shining series? Nah, dude. Sega, no. Sega, no, it's Shining Force. Tell me. Now you tell me. I could have saved the world. Indie games about creepy people. Oh yeah, there's a lot of indie games about creepy people. Have you heard of there's a little Japanese indie dev who makes, like, they pump these suckers out. I think they make one like every year. It's wild how fast they are. Hold up. It's Oh, and I look up the one little indie horror game which looks identical that is not made by this dev. Sorry, the Boba Tea Shop. You are not the one I'm looking for. I don't remember. Life is hard. Oh well. Oh well. But Shining Force Cross is an online game that closed in 2016. What the hell? Is this like Japanese only or something? Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, this looks like an... Huh. Yeah, it was only released in Japanese arcades and received no port of any kind. Holy crap. What? What? Oh, that is so weird. Oh, that is so weird. The Japanese arcade industry is so weird, man. 26 Shining games, and yet we only got like 2 or 3 of OG Shining Force, and that's what I want. I want Fire Emblem, but I want my horsemen to be literal centaurs. Come on, guys. Speaking of Fire Emblem, man, we're never getting a new Fire Emblem, are we? What is Intelligence System cooking over there? I want my new Fire Emblem. I mean, I want them to take all the time they need, but I also want my new Fire Emblem. It's all I want. Engage had incredible gameplay and not incredible story. And Three Houses had pretty good story and actually kind of bad gameplay on replays. You kind of realize the gameplay is not that hot. Oops. It's the Fire Emblem curse. Do y'all prefer a strategy game with incredible gameplay or a strategy game with incredible, how to say, with either incredible gameplay or one with incredible story? Well, I suppose less strategy game, more RPG, right? Would you like to grit your teeth through an RPG? I'm not saying the gameplay will be bad, right? The gameplay will be sufficient, but not amazing. Or do you want one with an unbelievable story? And no, you can't pick both. Expedition 33 is what we're streaming later next week. We have to pick one. Okay? You gotta pick one, so choose. Personally, I feel like I want the story more. Almost over. We are cooking, John. We are cooking. We're cooking the rockets. We are at 140. And we're cooking pretty fast. Oh, you know what? If we're at 140, then I can turn these bad boys back on. I can turn these ones back on, and we can cook even faster. Let's go. Let's go. We have enough. Oh, we have enough. There we go. And yeah, Shining Force is good. Fire Emblem's good. I miss strategy games. I want to play more Total War again. I love Total War so much, but I was having issues with it crashing. I don't know. I think something in my drivers. You want to watch first person? Feel free. Feel free. I want to like expand my I want to play more strategy games, but I think my drivers on my computer are busted. Because I blue screened my computer yesterday playing Helldivers. And I was trying to host a survival game where you play dwarves in the mines of Moria trying to retake it, like Lord of the Rings. Really, it's a cute little survival game. Hard crashed the game when I was hosting twice. Then I had someone else host. Totally fine. I think my curse continues. I think that, unfortunately, we are filled with tragedy. Shining at 4 PS2 games when I missed one of them. Unfortunately, I did not own a Shining. I didn't own a PS2. I only got a PS2, I think halfway through the PS3's lifespan. So I was able to enjoy incredibly cheap games, but not enough of them. Not enough of them. Oh, I miss Shining Wind. Oh, man. They made... Okay, maybe they did make a lot of Shining games. Hold on. Hold on. When did they make all these things? And why are they not tactical turn-based strategy RPGs to compete with Fire Emblem? Gosh dang it. Granted, I know Fire Emblem almost died itself. Fire Emblem, beautiful series, super popular now, almost died. It was doing real bad for a long time. Shining Tears, Shining Force, Neo, and Exa. Oh no, my Steam friends are just off right now. Hold on. I can fix that. I can fix that. Two Game Boy ones and a PSP one. Okay. Okay. Man, it's weird to think. Okay, nowadays, I can go look up every notable game releasing, right? I can go look up every notable game release for the rest of the year. At least, things announced. And I'll just know. And I can wish list things, and I'll just know when they come out. Back in the day, back in the Game Boy era, the PlayStation 2 era, PlayStation 1 era, even the PlayStation 3 and Xbox original era. Honestly, I want to say Xbox One, but you can't. I hate you, Xbox. I hate you so much. You're so stupid. But even those eras, you could, like I'm saying, like where I'm like, I wish they made Shining Force games. Why no Shining games? Look over here, it's prettier. Why no Shining games? Oh no, there's a ton of them. And I go, well, they're not in my town. Well, I'll tell you what, they weren't in my town. My local GameStop did not stock these. Man, speaking of things I didn't stock, growing up, my dream, the game, my white whale, you could say, was trying to find a copy of Riviera, the Promised Land. I thought the idea of Riviera, the Promised Land sounded so cool. And I think I was spared because that's an Atlas game. And oh man, is it jank. Oh, it's a weird game, dude. I know that now. I know it's weird now. But at the time, I didn't know that, right? It's what I wanted. I didn't know that. Your place, we can get fan translated. Nice. But like back then, I dreamed of getting Riviera the Promised Land. My town received 2 copies of the game. And I know this because we talked to the people at the one GameStop. And they were like, yeah. Well, there are actually multiple GameStops, which makes it more offensive almost. More offensive almost. Because I went, yeah, turns out we're only getting 2 copies. And I was like, can I get one of them? And they went, no, we sold them. We sold them already. And that was it. That was it. I never had a chance to go get the game. Is that crazy? Like, what the heck? What the hell, right? But now, that's not a thing, right? That's not a thing that happens. Well, I tried to do a command in Twitch chat. I don't think it popped up. Let me try that again. And you crash. Yo, I don't know, John. I feel like your connection to me is just cursed. I think it's just cursed. Why is that command not working? I don't know. Everything's busted. Everything is broken. Ooh. All right, let's go back and look at our buddies cooking. I mean, it could be my VPN as well. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. You're in a small town. Yeah, so you know that feeling of people going, oh, did you play this? And you're like, no, man. I was lucky to find a copy of Fire Emblem. That was a big find back in the day. And people are like, how was Fire Emblem a big find? And you're like, hey, man, you don't know what it was like. Why is this idle? Oh, it doesn't have enough dark matter crystals. Oh, shit. Hold on. Turn you guys off. You're sucking all the dark matter. You're sucking all the dark matter out. No. We don't play like that here, kids. We don't play like that here. Oh. Oops. Trying to. There we go. Now we got enough dark crystals. Anyways. But, like, Well, we just... What am I trying to say? Things are nice now. The kids don't know how nice it is. Video games are great, dude. As much as people doom and gloom over different games, they're really good nowadays. Straight up, you know? They're really... Like, you can get good games for free. When I was young, I was downloading free-to-play MMOs. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, they were so bad. They were so bad. Oh my god. They were completely useless, frankly. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad we don't have those. The free-to-play games now are... got like things like Fortnite, you got, I mean, Ghost Frontline, gacha games. Yeah, you could argue they're more abusive than they've ever been, but ooh, lord, they're good stuff. Oh, lordy lord, they're so good. Lordy lord, they're so good. Look at those trees, aren't those pretty? Yeah. Alright, so... But yeah, so, long story short, once we finish things up, I'm planning on going big on Metal Gear. I want to play a lot of Metal Gear games, because I've never played them. My main problem is I'm trying to find a place to find Metal Gear 2 and Snake's Revenge. I have Metal Gear 1. I have the OG Metal Gear. Don't know where I would find Metal Gear 2. No idea. Not a clue. Not a clue. So, for me, that's the issue. There were 2 Robotech games you didn't know about? Ooh. Okay. I did play... I played one of the Robotech games on GameCube. I adored that. I adored that. That's my only exposure, besides getting a toy once a long time ago. To Macross, to Robotech. Really good. Really good. Tons of fun. I replayed that like 20 times. I could probably speedrun that game and be one of the top speedrunners. I am actually very, very confident I could. Yeah, Zen. So, I was using Good Old Games, because Good Old Games is like the place to go for finding ROMs, like functional, legal ROMs of stuff. And I was like, all right, I want Metal Gear, which they had, but they don't have Metal Gear 2, and they don't have Snake's Revenge. I don't know what those games are, because I've never played the Metal Gear series. Actually, I have. And the actual Metal Gear fans will be so sad, because the only one I played is Metal Gear Solid 5. I've only played 5, and okay, Metal Gear 5 is a lot of fun. But I know it's the least Metal Gear of them. Yeah, there's 2 Metal Gear. There's 2 Metal Gear 2s? Is one Snake's Revenge and the other one's just Metal Gear 2? I don't know. My current plan was to just play Metal Gear and then move on to Metal Gear Solid, because if I can't find the other ones, then like, you know... Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You just move on with what you got, right? You move on. Oh well. Oh well. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What are we doing? We should be delivering a massive amount of dark crystals. Oh yeah, you're landing right now. Let's watch these puppies flow. Yeah. Yeah, they're going so fast. It looks like they're flash stepping on the screen. That's what we're talking about. Was that all you had? Ah. So, a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I was kinda hoping for more. No, let's turn these off, because apparently we're now getting a dark crystal choke. Not what I was hoping for. This isn't the kind of dark choking we go for here. Fix it. Not quite the dark choking we go for. Man, I feel like I'm spending time, but like we are cooking these babies fast. Oh, it's so much faster than I thought we'd beat this game. Oh, it's so nice. As there's like literally nothing else to do. We're about to beat the game. Yay! But with that said, Sons of Liberty and Solid Snake. I thought Metal Gear Solid 2 was... No, Metal Gear Solid 2 is Sons of the Patriots. Ah. After Sons of Liberty. Well, let me check it out and find out. Why don't we check good old games? I won't show you on screen, but like, hey, you can find out. Nope, they don't have that one. They don't have... Nah, they don't. It's fine. We'll just do Metal Gear 1. I mean, that game was made in like... I think like 87. It's old. It's real old. I imagine we'll just blast through Metal Gear 1 within one stream, probably. It's got to be really short. Old games used to be very, very short. Very, very short. And that was okay, right? Everyone understood that a single game existing at all was kind of a technological miracle. So they were willing to put up with a lot. Granted, there were a lot of games that were just straight up bad. 1990, yeah. Very old either way. But Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. I mean, that's a good one, but it's still not long, right? Just like the Dooms. They're not long. They're just good. Solid Snake was Japan only. Oh, you know, I've never actually played Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I know for a lot of people, it's like the game. It is the OG, the original, the great to be respected king. Never played it. Never played it. Enemy Territory is the online version. Oh no, the old arena shooters are kind of peak though. They're really. Anyways, well, that's it. I am excited to try the Metal Gear series because I know everything through memes, but there's such a big difference between knowing memes about something and experiencing it, right? Knowing for yourself what it is to change controller ports for Psycho Mantis. I mean, unfortunately, I won't get that, but I won't get that. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence should have Solid Snake in it. I mean, we'll find out. I'm not gonna lie, I am timing it a little. I figure by the time I finish Metal Gear Solid 1, and Metal Gear Solid 2, will be right about the time, I expect to be about the time of Konami's remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 to come out. Right. You see where we're going? So if that is the case, then like, oh, we're gonna go straight. Look at that. I get to play old games and then ramp it into a new release. I'm just so smart. What can I say? I'm just so wicked smart. What can I say? Sons of Liberty is the English version. I see. I understand. All right. Where are we? How far are we? It's right there. It's right there. Wait. What did that say? The rockets. A large amount of force is required for warp drives to activate, so sticking them to rockets was the logical next step. Okay. Additionally, results improved immensely when the observers were further removed from the warp drives upon activation. . Are they going to kill us after they turn on the warp drive? Are they going to kill us, or are they just abandoning us and leaving us behind? I mean, I know the game keeps going, but hard to say. Hard to say, right? Steam has Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, I know Steam has the rest as the Metal Gear collection. Hey, Pally, how's it going? It's going great over here. Going great over here. We are waiting to beat Satisfactory. We are waiting. I need about 20 more rockets to cook, and then we're done, baby. After so long. After so long. We'll be done. Oh. Yeah. I think I have it downloaded. Yeah. I have Metal Gear. Oh, I do have Metal Gear 2. I didn't need to buy that off Good Old Games. Whoops. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I have the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. So that's what I'm going to rely on. And that should give me everything I need. Yeah, it has all 3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so that should be easy. And I was really debating between that and playing Mass Effect. I was debating between that and just playing some good old Mass Effect. But I think in the end, Metal Gear wins. I know Mass Effect is good. I know I'll be into it because I love sci-fi and I love RPGs. Cover shooter, I'm like, eh. I'm kind of meh on the cover shooter part, but sci-fi and RPG, ooh, I love that era of game. Oh, like Metal Gear, right? Hey, maybe I'll play it next, who knows? And since I'll be running Pathfinder soon enough, I'm curious how much time I'll have between all of those. I need to do more of my Pathfinder videos. There's another type I want to make, but I need to get like a skilled collector for them. The Master Collection gives the very first ones. Oh, it does. Oh. Good to know. Good to know. Like to hear that. Ooh. Ooh, we like to hear that indeed. As we just kind of sit here. We're just like, la 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 la. Just gonna top off. Actually, what am I doing? Why don't we... This is darker. Stick them back in here. There we go. Now they'll distribute into the only one that matters. The one with the sumo sloop. The double our output. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice and easy. Why are we talking like that? Oh, these things like... Oh, I get what these are. It's a superposition oscillator. So these cubes are quantum mechanic cubes where their position is where they can exist in multiple spots at the same time. But by us observing them and using these little thingies here to hold them in place, and essentially observing them, we can force them to only be in a single state, but they still really want to get out. Oh, I didn't even notice that these things jerk around. That's fun. That's a fun little detail. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh. That is neat. That is neat. Your Solid 2 includes... Oh, wow. That does include a lot. Hey, it does have Snake's Revenge. Nice. Nice. Cool. Oh, we have them. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yo, I'm out. Suckers. Yo, who's ready to beat Satisfactory? Who's ready to beat Satisfactory? I am. But I was thinking beyond that, right? So for Pathfinder, running a tabletop RPG, Running a tabletop RPG is always a little bit... I don't want to say risky, but I think risky is the right word. Hold on, I'm going to pull a trick. Don't die on impact, don't die on impact. Huh! There we go, just enough power. All right. Now we can build a little bloop. All right, now we can drive there much faster. But my biggest problem, and this is something I need to do some research on. I want to look up and see what other people who stream... Oh, I didn't need... Oh, I had one. Anyways, other people who stream tabletop games do. My biggest problem is music. Because, like, I have my remixes. They're YouTube attribution free. I could go scour YouTube attribution more to get that. But then the players playing won't exactly hear it, right? It's hard to set the scene. And there's a lot of music. Normally, I play, like, music from all sorts of different things. You know, whatever's appropriate. But you gotta be so much careful, so much more careful when that's on stream, right? Right. It's a lot tougher there. So, I'm not sure what I want to do about that. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. So, all right, I'm gonna wait for you to show up, John. Gotta come fast, cause we're about to beat the game. Whoa! Oh, I bet you can see it from here, huh? Yeah, you totally could. All right. Ah. Oh yeah. Feels good. Let me make myself a little bit shyer, huh? Seal. Oh yeah. Oh, it's sealing. We spent nearly 200 hours to reach this point, so goddamn better be sealing. Oh yeah. Who's ready? Oh, Ada. What's up, Ada?
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it.
Yippee!
This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken.
I have never
Perhaps
been
you want
more
to take a
important.
moment to
Yay!
contemplate the gravity of your achievements. All right, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction.
Do not interfere while Project Assembly finalizes construction. Do not do anything else. I wonder what that means. 23 sessions, baby. 23 streams. Not bad, huh? Alright. I'm making a hard save. I'm making 2. End game backup. Because she says she's being weirdly specific on not doing anything else. Can we sabotage the launch? Can we doom them? We'll do it honest. We'll do it properly the first time. Deliver us. Deliver us to the promised land. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. One of the bigger dungeon massacres making DMR free music. Ooh. That sounds nice of them. I dig it. Damn, music is a problem. Yeah, so we're building a spaceship, right?
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to Project Assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything.
So disassemble.
Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment.
Why she wants to stay close to the space elevator? Don't ignore the flying ladders. Is this thing even powered? No, it's not powered. Because it's a space elevator. I mean, it should need power, but whatever. Curious. She really wants us to say, wipe windows. Windows wiped. Check oil. Oil checked. Set fuel injection to 5. 7. Heat the seats. Seats heated. Oh, we can turn on the gyroscopic balancers. Oh, this is fun. Oh, there's a lot of little things to do, huh? So you can totally blow up the ship. You can... Oh, you can change your power buses, stabilizers. Fascinating. What the hell is this? All right. Launch. Oh, no. Set fuel injector to 5. Uh-huh. Bus Bravo 1. Left stabilizer to 9. Mm-hmm. Right stabilizer to 4. The lost steps, huh? X. Y. Z. So when do you sabotage?
Initiating project assembly. Assembly. Attaching cargo to main body.
Ooh. Wait. Pioneer purpose concluded. I'm no longer valuable. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool.
Leveling inner and outer rings.
Yeah. Again, ignore the flying ladders. I can't fix them.
To main body.
The Space Needle's in my way. I forgot I had those. Oh. Oh, it disassembles itself. Because it's like, yeah, don't need it anymore. Bye.
Fuel lines connected.
Huh.
Attaching control center to main body.
Move a little bit so we can get a better view. There we go.
Running systems check. All systems online.
Neat.
Releasing propulsion cage.
Neat. Yeah, so we built a giant spaceship.
Releasing clamps.
Okay.
Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. Locking in cargo.
Well, what is our cargo? Is it the AI units?
Launch in T-10, 9, 8,
I...
7, 6.
Because I don't know what else it would be, you know?
4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yo, rocket ships are cool. See ya. You want me to build another Ada? We can just keep building them. I assume it's gonna warp, right? It's got 2 more boosters. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, now it's slow turning to its actual heading. Kind of low atmosphere for that, but sure. Well, I don't know how high up that is. It is orbital. Yeah, now it's just going to teleport. What? What are those? Why do those look like missiles? Beta? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I was shooting the superposition oscillators to make a portal. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Yeah, because that's what we build. We build wormhole gates to teleport for fast travel. So that totally makes sense. Mm-hmm. Neat. Never seeing that again. That's super slick. Ow. Rude. So... Hey. So I guess that's it? There's just not an objective anymore? Ow, car. Excuse me. It's tabletop audio. Interesting. All right, Ada, what you got?
Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR-436 Akicha B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada.
Oh, new Ada.
On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race.
Damn
and
right.
you've contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me.
So we essentially built a
Additionally,
colony
you've been
ship.
promoted to local production manager.
Yo,
effective
promotion?
immediately.
Worth.
Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties
Super
to Fixit
worth.
remain. With your help, Fixit continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient. Stay with Fixit.
And then it just runs credits. Yeah. Cool. So does this thing, I assume the space elevator no longer has a function because it unbuilt itself. Yeah. Project assembly launch pioneer purpose concluded. It just says that now. Nice. We did it. So is that okay? I just want to know. She was so insistent on us staying near the space elevator and not touching things. Can you blow up the ship? Can you accidentally blow up the ship if you press the wrong things? Like, yeah, you tried. Did it? Can you? It seemed like you couldn't press it. Let's try to teleport. Yeah, because she's so insistent on you not going away from the ship. I assume it just always functions. It feels so weird being done with the game. Oh my god. Oh, that feels so weird. Also, hey, Biovine, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, that feels so weird. We're done. We're done with Satisfactory, y'all. And now for mods, I am going to go play Metal Gear. Bye. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. We've been streaming this for so long. I love Satisfactory, but damn. What's next? Next, I am thinking, well, obviously we're going to clean up Clair Obscure Expedition 33 because, ooh, that game is good. Ooh, it's fire. But next, I am thinking on doing the Metal Gear series. Because I've never played them except for Metal Gear 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 specifically. And I know so much of them from the memes, but nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. I think I would like to learn more. I really would. There's a lot of things I missed out on. A lot of them are shows. Can't stream that, so... Sorry, Breaking Bad. Maybe another 15 years I'll give you a watch. maybe in another 15 years we'll have time to watch Breaking Bad. I mean, we may as well let all these credits roll, right? It's only appropriate. Ah, man. But, like, beyond all that, this game is really good. It's just, Satisfactory has this wonderful vibe of just chilling, you know? Just sitting around, building your little factories, being efficient, making number go up. It's nice. It really is. Man, I sound giga boomer when I talk like that, don't I? Ah, well. But, yeah. I was thinking other automation games. I'm not going to lie, I have been craving building. Not necessarily Satisfactory. I've been craving more city builder. But I feel like a lot of the city builders aren't as ideal as you might expect, right? A lot of the city builders aren't as ideal. Like, Village Minecraft. Oh, I haven't played Minecraft in 20 years. The last time I played Minecraft, they had this cool new update introducing a unique animal called a sheep. Oh man, that was the last time I played Minecraft. The tree one coming out. Oh, what's the tree one? Like a tree city builder? It's like an elf city builder. All right. Well, I guess we can hop over to the room. We're done. We're done, baby. Shoot. Let my computer stop screaming in agony. Don't take my... It's too late. It's too late, Bew. I am 2,000 years old, and that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. All right. All right. That didn't take like any time. Dark Switch. Interesting. I know Timberborn's good. Frankly, I'm hitting a point where I'm just not interested in early access. I'm just like, yo, early access? Cool. Tell me when you're done. Because every early access game takes another 6 years to actually finish, if it does. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I do play D&D, Bovine. I actually have another chat. I should make that a thingy. Now that I think about it, I should make that an alert. A vertical city builder. Oh. Huh. Yeah, because you build upwards, up a tree. Fascinating. Anyways, so I both play and Dungeon Master or Game Master, depending on your game. Fun fact, Dungeon Master, the reason why it's only Dungeons and Dragons with a Dungeon Master is because Wizards of the Coast are jerks and they have trademarked the term Dungeon Master and will come after you because they'll sue everybody because they're bums. And it's like, God damn it. Fine, Game Master. Granted, Game Master is a little more generalized anyway, so it makes more sense. But yeah, I have in our description on Twitch or in the doobly-doo if you're on YouTube's side, I do have another channel on YouTube, Lord Generic RPG, where I make some build guides for Pathfinder players if you're new to it and give you an idea of how to build a character because, well, it is a lot. It is a lot, so try and give ideas on, hey, you could build this way. And it's really something I've drawn on after helping a lot of people learn Pathfinder from the start and realizing that a lot of the online resources, at least at the time when I started, were insufficient. Frostpunk is fun. I have played Frostpunk. It's so stressful. I want something like real basic. I want City Skyline 2, but City Skyline 2, I have been told, is really bad. I've been told it's not good. So I'm like, great. What am I supposed to play? Thanks for the follow, Pewpine. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking of running a Pathfinder campaign. So I've got some people in mind. Try and keep it. Here's the thing, especially for a longer game, I gotta keep it to like Expedition 22. I gotta keep the Pathfinder campaign to like 4 people. Because I know 5 or 6 people want to jump in, and I have to turn people down. It's like, especially if it's something streamed, man, more than 4 people, you can't, it bogs it down. Especially if everyone wants to roleplay, it bogs it down. Borderlands. I do know, when does Borderlands 4 come out? That's a good point. I haven't played a Borderlands game since 2. I'm probably not going to pick this one up on launch. I'm just going to look from the side. Oh, you know what I will be playing, though? Killing Floor 3. I know, completely different from the other games I was talking about. But I love co-op shooters. So, Killing Floor 3? I'm really hoping it's good. I'm really hoping it's good. It's probably not. But I'm really hoping, because I love Killing Floor 1 and 2. The games are old, so we could really use something new. Borderlands 4 comes out in 2 months. Gotcha. This is Billy World? Oh, Steam is having like a Chinese game discount. Okay, sure. Anyways, you see someone get into the alphas and it seemed pretty good. Okay. Promising. Hmm. All right. Oh, that reminds me. I should look up. Now, I have so much energy because we normally stream for like 4 hours, right? Don't say balloon. I will boot up balloons this fucking minute. Don't you at me. I swear I'll boot up Balloon 6 right now. Just do Balloon 6 stream. Fuck it. Bad builds only. What was I thinking? Um, all right, with Borderlands, they got a lot of feedback from the one close to launch. Oh, they're actually fixing things. Cool. My real question with Borderlands, and this is something that I feel like is often a case, is often a case with Diablo style games, hack and loot and shoot. Borderlands is basically a Diablo game, but first person, right? Talking about Killing Floor. Oh, really? They delayed Killing Floor to fix it up. Ooh. Love to hear it. Ooh, everything's coming up generic then. But I feel with Diablo style games, it's 2 separate games, right? There's always the game on the first playthrough, the story mode. And then there's the end game loop where things get really grindy and the numbers stretch out to infinity. And they're such different games. Sometimes one will be good and the other will be terrible. Or like people like, oh, the end game's really good. You just have to beat the game first. And you're like, this game is terrible, bro. I don't care how good the end game is. I don't want to hit the end game. Right? Yeah. Oh, what about StarCraft Arcade? That'd be cute. I don't know. I'm going to try and stay focused. Metal Gear's probably going to take a lot, so we'll try and clean through that. That might be... I also want to get back to work streams. There are things I should do for the Pathfinder channel. I haven't been. I've been lazy, been stressed. I should get back to them. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, Mecha Break. I've been wanting to stream Mecha Break. I just haven't had time to touch it at all. Have they balanced Mecha Break at all? Because when I played the beta for Mecha Break, every single match was the one good healer and the 2 turret characters, and then 3 guys you don't care about because those 3 are so hyper dominant, no one else actually mattered. Beyond it, did they support Panaka the healer? Like, the others are just there. The live is completely different for beta. Okay. That's promising. Because, boy, on the beta, how loud. It was wild. Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like I'm waiting to see if they balance Mecha Break actively. I also am I tried Marvel Rivals recently, season 3. Seems pretty good. I like all the balance changes they're making for Marvel Rivals. They seem to do pretty good. Steam Engine Simulator. I mean, we're not... I got too much. The problem is I got too many things to play in the first place, right? Super heavy defense needs... Oh, really? The turrets got weaker. Interesting. I get that. Yeah, the real problem is I have too many things to stream. I'm doing too much. I can't add more things to the plate. I can't add more things to the plate. There's too much as is. Yeah. What else? Okay, I haven't had a chance to watch the Summer Games Fest yet. I've watched like half the game shows from last month. Just haven't been able to do more. Just haven't able to do more. So let me look up what else is releasing. What else is coming out in the year? Because I should probably play it. We got the time, right? We got time. God, my eyes. I cannot bring this up. Every Mecha's Art counter Mecha. Zan, that's the thing I didn't like about Mecha Break. And it was very specific. A lot of the mecha get hard countered by other mecha, which is great. That makes total sense for a hero shooter. But you aren't allowed to change your robot once you're in the match. So sometimes you just lock, and you can't see what the enemy is playing. So you can just lock into a match and be like, oh, I'm useless. And you're just stuck here for 15 minutes. You're not allowed to change to something you would be good at. And it's miserable, dude. Oh, it's miserable. I don't know why they don't let you change mechs. It's kind of ridiculous. Ooh, the Nintendo Donkey Kong game's coming out. Yeah, and does it show the game type after you load in? Well, it's part of that, right? There's just all this hidden info, and you aren't allowed to change your mech once you get the info you need to decide what mech you're playing. And it's like, ugh, why? One day I'll get a Switch too. Not today, not anytime soon, but maybe one day. hmm Yeah, Killing Floor 3 comes out a little bit. Oh, that reminds me, by the way. Okay, I don't like advertise it a lot. I'm going to try and do something for my birthday, which is exactly 1 week from now on Sunday, the 20th. I'm going to try and do something. It won't be huge. I don't like my birthday. I have some bad, let's say, some bad associated feelings with it. So it might not be the hugest thing, but I'll try and figure something out. I probably should have figured it out earlier, but as you know, that's all I got. You know how it is. You know how it is. Oh, right. Grounded 2 is coming out. Ooh, I bet that'll be a fun survival game. I bet that'll be a fun one. Hmm. Mm-mm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we got 2 months. 2 months for the next Metal Gear game. Oh, and let's not forget, for you tabletop lovers, Pathfinder 2 is releasing the Battle Cry book with 2 new classes at the end of the month, and releasing Starfinder 2. And releasing Starfinder 2, which, oh god, there's going to be a lot to crack into there. A solid sci-fi tabletop RPG for heroic fantasy sci-fi, right? Very, very Guardians of the Galaxy or Star Wars vibe. I'm probably still going to be more of a Lancer fan. I'm a huge Lancer aficionado. I don't think it's going to beat Lancer for me, but I'm hoping it'll be a lot of fun regardless. I am hoping it'll be a lot of fun regardless. Ooh, Silent Hill F comes out 3 months from now. Okay. Okay. Oh, and the Final Fantasy Tactics remake. I can't believe that's getting a remake. I can't believe they remembered Final Fantasy Tactics exists. Astounding, isn't it? Hmm. Hmm. Outer Worlds 2. That's probably going to be decently fun. I might wait on that one, though. Yeah. Yeah, nothing like hardcore astounding me. Nothing, not a lot where I'm like, oh, this is going to be big. I feel like for the year we got all the big releases out of the way already. You know what I mean? We got most of the big releases out of the way already. So, yeah. Shoot. Shoot. Now that we're done with Satisfactory, I don't even know what else to do. I don't even know what else to do here. I didn't think it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it'd take hours for us to cook those parts. I didn't think it would be this fast. Weird. Weird. Oh, sorry about that. Nice and loud. Slurpy straw sounds. You know how it is. Well, beyond that, how y'all doing? Y'all having a good day? Hope so. Hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Good start at Metal Gear. Ah, if I were Twitch only, I would consider it. Because we do stream on YouTube as well. YouTube really doesn't know what to do with that. So I'm going to hold off. But, well, I can't really set it up on OBS easily because we're streaming. I'm streaming right now, so it would be difficult, let's just say. But, yeah, so we got Metal Gear coming up. I'm going to try and do Pathfinder. That's going to be a couple weeks out at the earliest, though, because I have to get people. I have to schedule them. I have to find enough people willing to hard dedicate for a long time. That's a big problem with any kind of tabletop RPG. If you want to stream it, even if you don't want to stream it, if you just want to play it, right? People gotta be willing. As adults, that's the big problem, right? That's the curse part. As adults, people have to stop and be willing and say, hey, I guess, I guess we're just going to show up every day forever now, right? And it's like, well, I don't want to show up every day forever. Too bad, show up every day. Oh, Twitch is breaking on me again. Yo, last few days, I cannot watch Twitch streams. I cannot get Twitch to load at all. It is just falling apart. And I am like, oh my God, Twitch. Oh my God, Twitch. You are failing me here. I have to use the Twitch app on the phone. Oh, please no. Please no. It's so busted. Thanks for following Witcher's Bane. What is Witcher's Bane? Wait, hold on. Witchers in the series The Witcher are essentially alchemically induced superhumans, super soldiers with massive downsides. Namely that it mostly kills you and makes you sterile. But there's a lot of sterile people in The Witcher. Now I think about it, both the wizards are sterile and the witchers are sterile. It's kind of weird. Like, why is being sterile such a hot topic? Huh. Why is it such a hot topic? I don't know. Anyways. I guess Witcher's Bane would be an herb. I feel like they're all expert herbalists, right? So change. Well, yeah. We can have fun and not worry about the after support. Yeah, but like from a narrative perspective, the author was really had a lot to say about sterility, is what I'm saying. Just a lot of talking about sterility. Ah well. It's fine. It's fine. I haven't read those books in a while. Never used the boombox. I have used the boombox. I have. Good time. Good time. Well, I legit don't know what to do here. I legit don't know. I want to get better at yapping, though. I do want to get better at yapping. But, like, it's hard. Talking onwards without a impetus, without a stimuli or something to go with, is legitimately hard, and it's a very difficult skill. some streamers I really admire and creators I really admire, they can do it so well. And I'm always so consistently impressed with them. It's something I'm very much weak at. Yeah, you don't know why for witches, but witchers had to deal with the mutations. Yeah. Witchers are sterile, not on purpose. It's just a side effect. But I know that for wizards in the Witcher world, they become sterile to improve their magic. I don't know why that is a thing. The Witcher world's kind of weird. It's kind of weird sometimes. Okay. I try and wrestle. Maybe a trick from the elves. Maybe it could be elf thing. I don't know. Very well could be. Very well could be. Let me change my category. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I think we should change it because we're kind of done with Satisfactory. God, seed energy for power. It could be a representative. Yeah, it could be a representative medium kind of thing. I mean, that would work. That would work. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Weird stuff, right? All right. Satisfied. I mean, well, make sure to stretch, y'all. Stand up, move your legs, just wiggle them toes. It feels weird. It feels so weird being done with Satisfactory because honestly, like to be perfectly honest, I was streaming things a little bit, but not like a ton. And then, I played Satisfactory and hey, now y'all are all here. And I'm like, what in the world? What in the... All right. I guess I'll keep playing it. Until they add more stuff. Don't say that. They seem to be adding stuff in the middle of the game instead of onto the end. I imagine the devs are pretty like, I want to make something new, right? I imagine they'll go make something that's not Satisfactory. But it's more fun with more players. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Although, I don't know, you couldn't connect for whatever reason. You always DC'd. I don't know why. Just seemed to just really struggle. Hard to say. Yeah, and yeah, at this point, I think player mods will extend Satisfactory more than anything else would. So, the devs don't actually need to do that much. Your connection is bad. No worries. No worries. I've been having issues running stuff. Speaking of issues, let me go do my daily check of Paizo. It's the weekend. Nothing will have changed. So, for those unaware, with Pathfinder 2, the company that makes the games, Paizo, you can have a subscription where they mail you the books. And if you're a real fiend for you're a real fiend for the books, they'll give you the PDF for the new books. Oh, nope, not there. Damn. They give you the PDF the moment they ship the book to you, not when it shows up. Hey, Epic Legend, how you doing? They'll only give you the PDF when they ship the book, which means you can often get the PDF like 2 weeks earlier than the book's release date. And since I make videos on Pathfinder, I'm like, yo, between Starfinder and Battlecry, y'all releasing like 8 classes. Gimme. Gimme. I need it. And I have spent every single day, like, where is it? Where is it? I need this shit. God damn. Going back to bullying AI. Enjoy. Oh, hey, Witcher's Bane. Oh, Lorelai sent you over. Well, tell her hi for me. But yeah, I've been waiting for that. The Commander class and the Guardian class are going to be so lit. Well, Commander's going to be a super cool class. I don't know about Guardian. Guardian is kind of... It was really bad when they released the playtest for it. It was... Oh, man. It was really bad. I don't, there's nothing else to really say about it, you know? It was just like, oh God, Guardian is, oh God, oh geez, oh man, oh geez, oh man. Why am I looking at balloons like I want to play it? Oh, I only have Balloons Tower Defense 6 on my phone. I don't even have it on my computer. Thank God I've been saved. I've been saved by not, oh yeah, 14 bucks on Steam. Nah, nah, nah. We all know Balloons goes to like $1 when it's on sale. I'm not buying that. I'm not a fool. We could do Power Wash though. We could do Power Wash. That's not a terrible idea. Do I even have that set up? I don't have that set up. The things I do. The things I do for y'all fools. um, but yeah. Guardian. So the whole idea with Guardian is really good. Right now in Pathfinder, it's a tabletop game, right? There's only one like hard dedicated tank class, and that's Paladins, also known as champions. And they're really good. I think they're the strongest fighter type class in the entire game. They're just insanely strong. But they want to release another dedicated hard tank. And, you know, other classes can be defensive experts, but no one's even close to what Champion puts out. So they make Guardian to be like, here's a perfectly non-magical kind of defense class. And man, it was so bad. Thanks to the Hydrate lore. Man, it was just bad stuff. just an all-around fairly weak class. So I've been chomping at the champing at the bit to get my hands on the book early, hoping they'll send it to me. See, I gotta spend more time. I gotta spend that words. Hold on, let me drink some water. That. I clearly have to become a bigger creator. Not so that I get money. Or not so that people know me. No. I gotta become a bigger creator so that Paizo will send me my damn books faster. Hey Paizo, send me my books, Paizo. I need them. Where are they? That's how it would be sometimes. The real struggles, you know? The real struggles out there. But. You know what? You know, if we're gonna yap, we may as well power wash. That gives y'all something to look at. I mean, that's the thing. So I'm so impressed with people who can just yap for like 2 hours. Astounding impressive. Astounding. It really, really is. Though, how to say? As I mess around with OBs, I've never done this live. I am expecting to break something horribly. I am very much expecting to break something horribly. Though, oh, right. That's what I was going to say. Man, my build. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, I went out to lunch today. Got some barbecue. Let me tell you. This barbecue place was interesting. The platter was massive, as you would expect from any good barbecue place. Y'all, I have seen some barbecue places. A lot of them are on the East Coast, and a lot of them were in like the Pacific Northwest. Let me tell you, if you're on like the central to northern East Coast, and there's a barbecue place that's like, wow, you know, we really provide the highest quality barbecue. And I go there, and they, let me tell you, these guys, they hand you a little paper plate. You know, they hand you a little paper plate and they put almost nothing on it. And I'm like, bruh, you can't do this to me. Like, you know, if I'm going to a barbecue place, I should be walking out of that barbecue place holding my tummy with both hands like, I'm going to burst. Oh, right? why you going to a barbecue place if you ain't even getting a lot of food? I spent a few years out on the East Coast one time, and where I was, the food situation was dire. It was absolutely dire, let me tell you what. Um, there was one barbecue place, and it was so mid. It was so mid, dude. Anyways, this barbecue place that I went to today, pretty good. I really liked the potatoes they gave with us on the side. They had some potatoes au gratin. Good stuff. I love potatoes au gratin. Which, if you don't know, it's just a fancy French term. It just means the potatoes are sliced thin and then baked with a bunch of cheese on them. Yeah, it's just a fancy way to say cheesy potato. Of course it is, right? Of course it is. All right. Hey, I think I got power wash working. Let's give this bad boy a shot. Yippee! It worked. All right. I don't even. I'm cleaning a skate park. Yeah, sure. We'll resume. Loud Francine. Huh? So I'm talking about food. Francina. I'm not sure what that is. What is Francina? I don't know. But the whole reason I'm bringing up this barbecue place, the whole gosh darn reason is, I'm going to be perfectly honest here. The chicken was terrible. The ribs were pretty good, but a little dry. The brisket was brisket. There was a lot of pulled brisket. It was pretty good stuff. But the chicken, oh, dude, the chicken was dry. I think links are allowed, John. It shouldn't bite you. But it's been a while since I tested, and Twitch has been very annoying. Nope, Streamlabs still hits you. Okay. Well, that's a 30-second timeout. You'll be able to talk soon enough. Hey, look, I can see the link. Okay. So looks like links are currently not allowed. Oh, I know what it is. The links only allow like a couple websites, I think. I need to test it more. Bots are a pain in my butt. For someone who is an engineer and has designed a robot before, you think I'd be better at using these bots? Let me tell you, I'm really not. Your add-on lets you see it. All right, well, I don't even know then. You'd think I'd be better at using these bots, but we all got weaknesses, right? We all got weaknesses. Anyways, this chicken they had at this barbecue place, bro, it sucked. Bro, it's not good. It's not good. That's it. That's it. The whole reason I brought it up. Use MTV for your oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I can't use, how loud is that? Hold on. Oh, that is very loud. That is very loud. Let's go ahead. Turn that volume down a little, then turn it down here, and then add in some music. Oh, that's the wrong one. Psych! I'm putting it on the wrong thing. All right, there we go. There we go. And I think I have to... There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyways, so... Yeah. All right. So what is this? What is this French dish? It's called francinha. Interesting. The Portuguese sandwich. Why is it Francine? It means little French woman in Portuguese. What kind of... It's a weird name. Layers of toasted bread and assorted hot meats over sliced cheese. melted by the ladling of near boiling tomato and beer sauce. Oh, what the heck? So it's like an open face sandwich. Yeah, it's like a layered meat sandwich that you put cheese on top and ladle a tomato and beer sauce over it straight from the pot to melt it, and you put an egg on top. Oh, that's so interesting. I've never heard of this. Never heard of this in my life. I want to eat one of these. Ooh, that reminds me. All right, let me get back to actually power washing. There we go. Nice and super quiet. Maybe a little too quiet. No, it's maybe a little too quiet. Anyways, that reminds me. So I was traveling last month a lot, and the travel ended up destroying my plans for everything. Well, I mean, I knew it was coming, but I haven't really recovered, right? I haven't really recovered from the travel in a while. It's why we've been in a bit of shambles for the last month because of all the traveling. But there was this French place we went to, me and my coworker. We went there one time for breakfast, and I couldn't manage to go there again because I was working night shifts, right? I was the one doing night shifts. So I slept through the only time I could have gone to this place, and I wanted to go back so bad because we got this sandwich there that for them it was called their special. I don't quite remember what they called it, but oh my god, it might have been the best sandwich I've ever had. Oh, it's terrible for you though. it was it was like this hot ham sandwich, like with a bunch of cheese in it, right? Like at its core. But instead of bread, it was layered 3 layers of French toast. Like French toast. You know, when you soak bread in whipped egg and then cook that. So they made French toast, and then they let the French. Apparently, from what they said, they had to let this sandwich cure for a day to not fall apart. So they made a layered French toast and then put like cheese and ham in between the layers, like multiple cheeses too. I think there were 2 kinds of cheese. Didn't seem like one. It melted real good for its flavor. And then dusted the whole thing with sugar because it's French toast, and then gave us like a homemade jam to put on top. And oh my god, it might have been the best thing I've ever eaten. It was so fucking good. But I couldn't go back because I was working night shift, and this was a breakfast and lunch diner. Ah, life is hard. What about cod with whipped cream? Interesting. I've never had cod with whipped cream. That sounds very interesting. Never had that. Why whipped cream on cod? Is there something else you're doing with it? When I think whipped cream, I think dessert. So the idea of putting it on fish, I don't really think of cod as a dessert, you know what I mean? I mean it might be. It's not an invalid way to think about it, but interesting. Worst barbecue you've ever had was in Florida. Oh, yeah. Flavorless pulled pork. I imagine they were just counting on the barbecue sauce to make up for it. Wrong translation. Oh yeah, yeah. Now you know you can post the link, and it just is a 30-second like, hey, don't do that. Here's the thing: no one else can see it though. So if you know the name, I can look it up on Wikipedia. We're not doing nothing else. We're not doing nothing. Failed to send. Yeah, Twitch has been having issues for me. I can barely get that thing running. Even on the app. It's not been great. Bakalhal Komnatas. Well, I've never heard of that one before. Interesting. What is What is Bakalhal Komnatas? I love learning about new types of food, right? Portuguese cod with cream. Interesting. A lot of Portuguese restaurants I see. All right, so what is this? Oh, it looks like a casserole. Interesting. Ha, 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 ha. So you need to soak the cod 4 to 6 hours to rehydrate and remove salt. Interesting. So what is this? Cod cooked in milk with cream, bechamel sauce, right? Potatoes and onion. Interesting. So it's a potato, onion, and cod casserole with a bechamel sauce over the top and some cream in it. Ah, that sounds that sounds on one hand a little bland, but also very decadent. Interesting. I could it says it's a comfort food. I could see myself shoveling a lot of potato and cod milk into my face. That sounds pretty solid stuff. Bacalhau abrodos. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so bacalhau abrodos, I assume, is a different cod dish if bacalhau is cod. Man, isn't learning about food interesting? And there's always like new ways to make stuff, right? A lot of new ways to make stuff. Salt cod, potatoes, and egg. Huh. Interesting. With olives and parsley on top. Olives. Oh, I guess that helps gives an umami punch and like a vinegar to cut into all that oil is to put some olive in it. I guess that makes sense. All that salt in the olive. Yeah. Yeah, it looks kind of like potatoes au gratin with a bunch of fish in it. I get it. That sounds solid. I'm down. I'm down. You know, I don't know much about Portuguese cooking. I don't know much about Spanish cooking either. Any Iberian cooking is not something I'm particularly familiar with. Hmm. Maybe I should fix that. Maybe we should correct this error. Hmm. Very interesting. I am missing out. Look, it's just not something in my area, right? No one really cooks that where I am, so hey. Miss out on a lot of stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. I might not have that, but I can show you how to make some fantastic Korean and Chinese dishes. We'll do a little exchange program, huh? I was I have thought cooking streams might be kind of fun. Unfortunately, I don't really have the real estate to do that. Cooking streams are something you're going to need a lot of space for, right? Just I don't think there's a way around it. A good cooking stream is going to require a pretty big chunk of space. You need enough cookware, ideally an oven of some sort for most dishes. Granted, most oven things are going to take a while, but I like oven dishes. I like oven dishes. What can I say? But either way, you need a lot of space for that, and I don't have the space for good hand cam stuff at the moment. If I did, I wouldn't be opposed to it though. That could be pretty fun. Hmm. I don't think I'm good at cooking, but hey, cooking's part of the fun, right? Oh, hey Cinder, what's up? Because I'm still on just chatting. Eh, I mean, I'm kind of fine with that. The power wash is not the focus here. The power wash is not the focus. I feel like it's more of a just chatting, right? Yeah. Yeah, casseroles are definitely a specialty where I am. A lot of casserole knowledge, which is nice, but at the same time, casseroles are pretty heavy, yo. Y'all ever hear of you boil potatoes in the microwave with glass for 20 minutes? Oh, I don't know about that. I'm glad that works for you, but I don't know about that. I think I like oven potatoes. I like oven potatoes because they're so easy. You prep all sorts of different kinds of potatoes, put them in the oven, and like, yeah, it takes a long time, but like, man, I think oven potatoes just give you the best textures. You get the best texture, the most fluffiness, and it's so easy on the cleanup. So easy, because there is no cleanup. You put an oiled potato in the oven, or some oiled cut up potatoes in the oven, right? Super easy. Thanks for the hydrate. I mean, you know. Ah, I see. Lorelei's being bugged by me being on Powerwash. Good. We're sitting on just chatting Twitch side. Deal with it. Mostly because Twitch is breaking so bad. I'm not sure if I could change my setting consistently anyways. Twitch is refusing to load for me when I try to do things half the time. Unfortunately. uh and this sounds weird. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Satisfactory, but I do feel pretty liberated now that we're done with Satisfactory. We've been playing that game for so long, and I do think playing one thing for too long is, especially streaming wise, is like, yeah, man, this is kind of hard. Right? Man, huge kudos to those people that just play one thing all the time. I don't know how they do it. It's astounding. It's incredible how they pull that off. Your humidity stays inside the glass and it's well cooked. Hey, if it works for you, then sick. That's the fun thing with cooking, right? There's so much room for individual expression. Unlike baking, there is no room for individual expression within baking. When the recipe says 38 grams of baking soda, you will put in exactly 38 grams of baking soda. No more, no less. Make sure you have the exact amount of liquid, you fool, or you'll ruin the whole thing. Baking is a science. Cooking is an art. I think that's why cooking's a lot of fun. Baking's nice. I'm not going to lie. I only like baking because I own a stand mixer. And when you own a stand mixer, let me tell you, life is so easy. Do not use salt instead of sugar. Exactly, right? A little bit of salt. A little bit of sugar instead of salt. Yep, precisely. Baking is very much a chemistry kind of thing. But, it's been a while since I baked. We were trying to make cookies for a while, but we were trying to, like, figure out a way to make the cookies a little less... Yeah, speaking of baking being a chemistry thing, right? We wanted cookies, but we didn't want, an endless pile of sugar and butter in the cookie. Because we were like, it seems a little much, right? Can we... And like, I don't even want the cookie that's sweet. So can we cut the sugar? And let me tell you, the answer is no, you can't cut the sugar. Because we ended up making British scones. Like the brittle, flaky scone you drink with tea if you're British. We made scones like 5 times, just different variants of scone. Because the reason is that sugar, when it caramelizes, releases water and therefore increases the liquid in your baked good. And by reducing sugar, we're reducing the amount of liquid in it for the late stage of its baking period. And there's like no way around that. And it was like, God, I just don't want that much sugar, but I have to. What am I supposed to do? Eat half as much cookie? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ah. How do we even get on to baking? Oh, right. The Portuguese cod casseroles. The very interesting recipes. I guess that kind of makes sense for Portugal to make essentially potato, onion, and cod casseroles. Because they have a lot of cod, right? It's completely coastal. You use what you got. It's always fun seeing how cultures use different ingredients. is one of my personal theories, by the way. That one of my personal theories, by the way, that every culture, like every cuisine, every cultural cuisine has some real winners, right? Some things you're like, oh man, this area, no one can make X or Y food the way they can. And so consistently, so consistently, chemistry is just valence electron physics. Yeah, which is just applied math. um, so consistently, those incredible cuisines are poor people food, right? They're whatever culturally made use of the common ingredients that maybe aren't that good if you don't know how to use them. But you get enough people and it's the only thing they can afford, someone's going to sit down and be like, I got to figure out how to make this stuff worth eating because this is all we got. And so that food's good. Rich people food is never good. Rich people food is just like steak and wine in almost every culture, right? It's just, yes, a large animal was killed for me to eat. Oh, that's like, yeah, that's not like unique at all. So, yeah, there you go. Cod casserole. People love it, apparently. Makes sense, right? A lot of cultures, like, hey, you might not have a lot of money, but you can go catch cod. That's easy. You can grow potatoes. That's easy. And so that's the cuisine that develops into like a real specialty. Mm-hmm. Caviar makes you hurl. Not a caviar fan. I was watching a thing that was kind of interesting on caviar. Apparently, since in Europe, the European and Mediterranean areas, caviar is such a big thing, but most caviar, the common ones, come from sturgeon roe, which is sturgeon fish. Yeah, y'all might have eaten all the sturgeon fish. So people in other countries are trying to grow farms for sturgeon fish so they can cut them open for eggs because y'all ate all the fish. Oops. And sturgeon fish take like 10 years to grow. They're they're like a pretty long-lived fish, so it's not an efficient farm. It's just which is why it costs so much now. I don't know. Caviar is fine. Like it's fine. Fish eggs is fine. I'm not thrilled by it, but I'm not eh. Granted, I think my palate is simply not that refined to begin with, so you know. You know. Bing. Americans ate all the bisons, pretty much. Unfortunately, I wish I could say Americans ate the bisons. That would be a good ending. Americans actually went out and shot all the bisons and left them dead in the field so that other people could not eat the bisons. Americans are jerks. Rule one of dealing with Americans. They're very petty. Very petty. Yes, because they didn't want other cultures to be able to eat. They're very petty. And kind of jerks. Anyways. All right. Apparently their skate parks are just filthy. There we go. Yeah. So, by the way, back to TTRPGs. So, Starfinder 2 is coming out, right? And that's it's Pathfinder, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but in space. If you're familiar with Spelljammers from Dungeons and Dragons, I would say it's similar to that, but like actually sci-fi instead of whatever the heck Spelljammer tries to be and kind of fails at in modern day. I am very interested to play it, but I just until I'm able to play it, I don't know my feelings on it, you know? I don't know how much I actually like it. And it's a shame because I do like making class guides, but I don't think I'm necessarily qualified to make class guides on Starfinder. The time I'm able to play the damn thing, right? Like, It's hard to say what's good or bad. Just because I know Pathfinder's rules doesn't mean I know Starfinder what's good or bad, right? With elephants evolving smaller tusks because of poachers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fun fact, we're actually getting a similar effect in a lot of fish populations like salmon, cod. Yeah, speaking of cod populations, because fishing boats are so brutally hyper efficient nowadays, and fishing licenses limit the number of fish you can bring in. What a lot of boats now do is they trolley and grab, thousands of fish straight out of the water, and they throw back the small ones. Well, what this means is that small fish survive and breed for the next generation, and larger fish get hyper targeted by predators and die. So, a lot of the fish populations are favoring being really small. So, a lot of those main food fish that humans have relied on were essentially starting to fish out of food viability because you need to catch like 5 small ones to get the value of one big one. But the big ones don't get born because they're killed, right? They just don't survive anymore. It's kind of a troublesome issue. You gotta run. Thanks for dropping by, Epic Legend. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, you need sleep. Yeah, I mean, you're up. Your times are a lot rougher over there, so thank you for dropping by, John. Have a lovely evening. Search for Caldo Verde. Ooh, anything with Verde in the name's gonna be good. I will check that one out. Portuguese green soup. That is very green soup. Interesting. Potatoes, chorizo sausage, and julienne collard greens. Huh. I don't really... Well, we can still be big. Why not? I'd see no reason to be small. Julienne collard greens. Oh, that is an interesting one. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm not going to lie. I don't like collard greens. And I say that as someone who, to be honest, has eaten a lot of collard greens. The reason I don't really like collard greens is simple. I've eaten so many of them, right? But collard greens, where I've eaten them, where historically and traditionally they're they're good, but because they kind of melt when you cook it, they're just drowned in butter. They're just buttered and salted. They're nothing but a vehicle to deliver more butter to the mouth. Which, yeah, that's tasty and all, but like, bruh, right? So, collard greens that have been julienned or like blended down and then put into a soup makes a lot of sense to me immediately. Because if something's gonna melt down when you cook it, just put it in a soup, and when it melts down, it now turns into a broth. Oh, they're rigid in the soup. Interesting. So they're giving it texture. Okay. I dig it. I mean, that's still gonna be better than the ones I have, which are delicious because they're covered in butter. But that's just the butter, right? I could just be eating butter noodles or something at that point. So, I mean, I'm down. Sounds good. That sounds super good. You make the... Yeah. Oh, okay, so they're barely cooked. They're like flash cooked in the broth. Right. Okay. Yeah, you don't cook them down. Interesting. Man, now I want Portuguese food. Now I want Portuguese food. But I have to make it all on my own. Why would you curse me with this? Why would you curse me with this? These all sound delicious. Ugh. I mean, if I could do a cooking stream, maybe. Alas, we just can't. These are the easy. I mean, they all look like easy recipes, yeah. The real problem is, I'm not going to lie, my household has a lot of food. There's too much food to begin with. Last thing I need is to start cooking casseroles. It will never end. We don't have anywhere to put it. There's nowhere to put it. Yeah. What were we rambling about? Oh, right. Starfinder. Starfinder is a fun one, though. I like the sci-fi appeal. I like their attempt of a ranged combat focused version of Pathfinder, where most people are using, like sci-fi laser weapons and stuff. So instead of focusing on and expecting everyone to be smashing each other with big swords, there's much more of a like, no. Your strongest, like, we expect damage to be coming out in smaller amounts from cover. But again, I'll have to try it because I do feel a big, like, I don't know, I could be playing Lancer. If you're not familiar, Lancer is an incredibly well-made mecha combat RPG where you play a team of elite mech pilots in a very cool universe. But the the gameplay is just so fucking good. It's so good in Lancer. Now the system is almost entirely about said combat gameplay because it's more focused. But like, oh man, it is so fun. It's so fun. Use a special olive oil of 12.12% acidity. Damn. Well, I can tell you what, I cannot get that. I will not be able to get that olive oil, let me tell you. Our olive oils are probably fake crime olive oil from the olive oil mafia, so it's going to be mediocre quality at best. And that's just what we're kind of stuck with, I'm afraid. That's just what we're kind of stuck with. Man, I'm so glad I found out in Powerwash Simulator that you can change the highlight color. Changed my life. Knowing you can change the highlight color from yellow to anything else. And this pink stands out. It is duck color for me, I gotta say. Personal production from century-old olive. All right, well, we don't need to brag. Oh, we don't need to brag about our personal century-old olive trees, do we? Darn. Well, I'm just... One day I'll be in your walls and I'm going to be stealing your bottles of olive oil. Oh, well. Oh, well. Some places just got good products, right? You got to treasure what products you have, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing as I was getting back to. Local foods from, not super rich people are so good because they use what this area has. In your case, your area has unbelievably good olive oil, so that's what you use. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say no. And then I'd eat it and be like, I can't tell the difference. That's the real thing. That's the real trick. I would eat the olive oil and go, yeah, that's oil, all right. I don't know the difference because my palate is simply not refined when it comes to things like oil, let me tell you. Ah, well, so it goes. Only one way to make it better, right? You gotta eat good food so you can tell. Expensive, but snazzy. Snazzy. Ooh, welcome back, plushie. Ooh, what'd you have for dessert, though? You have to share with the class. Did you bring enough for everyone? At least pictures, right? If they can't be happy, they may as well be hungry. Import in bread and eat easily. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, it's one of those kinds where it's like super creamy on its own. Oh, man. Ooh, that reminds me, I gotta go to this nice Italian restaurant later. Where I do have this nice Italian place that's pretty nice. They do have a very good olive oil and butter. Like they got some good stuff. I just gotta remember to make a reservation. I need to remember to go make a reservation. I'm not gonna lie. That's this place is real small, right? Like it's got like 8 tables. So if you don't reserve ahead of time, you ain't getting in, I'm afraid. You had fruit? Ooh, nice, nice. I love fruit. God. There's something about cut up fruit. Especially fruit someone else cuts. I think that's the magic touch, right? Fruit is delicious, but if someone else cuts up fruit for you, I think there's this level of like care that you're like, dude, this fruit's amazing. That's the thing that gets me. Like a lot of sugars, especially Western style sweets, they're too much for me. They're just too sweet. And yeah, I know that makes me grandpa. But they're too sweet for me. Much too sweet for my preferences, frankly. Hmm. Angra is a great band. Ooh, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar. Strawberries and oranges. Nice. I used to hate oranges. I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I thought oranges were trash fruit. I would eat them because they were there, but I thought they were terrible. Now I realize that it's just the oranges my local area offered and that we bought were terrible oranges. Like, no, there are oranges that are actually really good. It's just that the oranges I ate were garbage. You ever get that feeling where it's like, man, it's when people go like, "Oh, you hate X? You've never tried a good one." And you're like, "Dude, shut up. I just don't like it." And then sometimes like, "No, actually, you've never had a good one," and it feels awful. Right? Cuz you don't want to admit that. You don't want to admit that you've never had a good one. Oh, Parkwood. Say, does that washer of yours work on hedges? Please do not. Hey, PSA, please do not power wash the hedges. Oh, God. Angra is a Brazilian power metal and prog metal band. Fascinating. Fascinating. Ah. Ah. I know even less about music than I do about other things. I had very, very little musical exposure growing up. I could develop it now, but like, God, where do you even start? I mean, I listen to Arknight music. I know Arknight has banger songs. Even I can tell that. Might be a gotcha game, but goddamn. That's about it. That's about all I got going for me. It's sad. Power metal is heavy metal. Yeah, it's heavy, but also speed metal. Mm-hmm. Faster, lighter, more uplifting. Interesting. I had a lot of friends growing up who were big into metal. Big, big metal heads. But it's just not something I was vaguely aware of what they listened to, but like they weren't jerks. They used headphones. So, I didn't listen to it. Such is life, right? Such is life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, John, you go to bed. Have a lovely evening, and thank you for dropping by. See you next time, huh? Take care of yourselves first, fools, right? Always. Oh, yeah, no one else can say Biolshi? Look, that's just because I happen to know general East Asian pronunciations. A lot of people aren't used to it. And it's again, it's not like their fault, right? It's just your brain needs to make connections. Linguistically, new sounds. This is something I do know about music that often when someone says, and this is a big thing with like parents, right? When they're like, "Hey, this new music for the kids sucks." It's not just that they don't like your taste, it's that their brain literally does not know how to interpret the sounds. Their brain doesn't have the connections that say, "Hey, this is a well done chord in this style of music." If they listened long enough, it would develop the knowledge of what a well done chord was, right? You have to make physical connections within the brain. And things like sound and name pronunciation is similar, where for many people, they need to study it, right? Same way you have tonal languages and you have like rolled R's and stuff, and some people just cannot do it. I can't roll my R's, by the way. God, it's maybe it's because I had the worst Spanish teacher, but boy, I cannot. Oh man, you have the opposite problem. People add everything. Oh yeah, you think Zanroar, Zonroar, Zaneroar? I don't know what else. That's about it. What other sounds would you even make? Zan. I don't know what other sounds you'd even make, frankly. Yeah, you're a Spanish speaker? Yeah. So you would be able to roll circles around me, no problem, right? That's just how it would be. That's okay. That's okay. I may never have learned. I may never have had the opportunity to actually be taught Mandarin or Cantonese growing up. But I've done an incredibly weak amount of self-study, so I can at least recognize sounds. That's all I got going for me. But frankly, it takes me longer. I'm very linguistically poor. Language has always been a very weak point for me. And that's fine. Everyone has weaknesses, right? You got weaknesses and you got strength. True min-maxing in life. You got to min-max. It's like min-maxing a budget, min-maxing a game, min-maxing life. Know what your weaknesses are, know what your strengths are, and know how and when you should approach different things. What things will take extra time, and what things can you bang out quickly? It's important. Get a lot of Zan. Yeah, a lot of Zan. Zone. See, the problem is now that you've mentioned your own name being mispronounced, I can no longer remember how I pronounce your name. I will now start mispronouncing your name because my brain is thinking about it, which means it's instead of just going off of the gut, which happened to be correct, it's now like, oh, wait, what rules am I applying? And it's going to start getting wrong. Oh, you get a Zane? Hell yeah, I love Zane. Somehow. Well, I'm glad you're here, Byoshi. Sorry, Plushie. Welcome in. You can join the rest of us fools. As we're just kind of here. We're just kind of here. I hope you like tabletop RPGs. Granted, since you mentioned something relating to the Southern Hemisphere, I don't know what tabletop RPGs, if any, are actually particularly popular in any Southern Hemisphere areas. I know Dungeons and Dragons is mostly popular in like North America. In Europe, I don't think it particularly caught on. I know in Japan, Call of Cthulhu is actually their biggest RPG by a mile for some reason. And they have their own fantasy RPGs that eat up that space, right? So that's an interesting one. Zanrar. All right, Zanrar is pretty good though. I like that. Besides, it's a Final Fantasy 14 guild. You knew you were walking into degeneracy when you signed up. You damn MMOs. Go back to your fishing mini games and your normal mode raids being brain dead. God, I do not miss playing 14. It just eats so much time. MMOs are such a time vampire, man. Ugh, I can't. Don't talk about math problems. See, here's the thing. You can speak 11 languages. I know you can get math. I'm confident. Because math itself is just another language. But I think a problem is largely a lot of people teach math terribly because it's not taught like a language would, right? If you saw a kid struggling with a language, you'd be like, hold on, kid. We got to conjugate your verbs. We got to go back to the basics. You're not saying words correctly. But in math, people just go, memorize it. In language, if you told someone to just memorize it, it'd be like, bruh. Bruh, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, they'll memorize parts, but like you can't just force it. You got to build it. But I think in math, there's a lot of unwillingness to actually build it and a lot of trying to just hammer things in. And it sucks. Because at its core, math is just the language that describes how the universe works. It is literally a language saying, hey, how do things work? And in that sense, I think it's kind of beautiful. And darn useful. You're in a casual guild. If you're damn farming and crafting, I don't know. I don't know what casual guilds do. I'm not gonna lie. You just vibe. If you're standing in Limsa and role playing on Balmung, I see you Balmung role players. You can't hide from me. But it's casual, right? You don't got the role playing greats like tablecloth. Yeah, casual MMOs. And here's the thing, casual MMO play, that is the way to go. People who go hardcore in MMOs, don't. Makes you a crazy person. Because it's not worth it, man. It's really not. Frankly, if someone wants extra challenge, just go play single player games. Because single player games are so much better for that. So much better for that. I know a lot of it's a social aspect, but I don't know. I touch enough grass as is. When I played MMOs, I didn't talk to people. I'm very much a shut up and do the run kind of person. I am not here for socials. Yet. Oh, I'm glad your guild sounds like a nice one. Happy to hear that. Until the inevitable guild drama. Ooh, they're gonna fall apart and be like, no, I can't believe the guildmaster was dating all of the crafters at the same time just to get discounts on crafted gear because her true love was the gatherers. They were also dating all of the gatherers. I can't believe it. Oh, MMO drama's funny stuff. Funny stuff, let me tell you. Except for EVE Online. EVE Online MMO or EVE Online drama is not funny. EVE Online drama is like corporate cutthroat. People might die in real life, and it's not funny, it's fascinating. It's like an anthropological study of American Psycho in a funny spaceship MMO. That game is wild. Got crazy fishermen, the crafters are gay. I can't believe it. I can't believe the guildmaster was cheating I can't believe the guildmaster's child was cheating on the crazy fisherman. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. I'll make this drama happen, even if it's only in my heart. Even if it's only in my heart. Because as someone who doesn't really get into the drama, for me, it's very much a like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just vibing. But it's fun to look at, you know? It's fun to look at from a distance. Be like, wow, that's crazy. Glad that ain't me. I might be the problem here. I might be the problem. Nah. Definitely not. Most surely not. Right? Yeah. Man, power washers are so cool. The way you're just using pressurized water as a blade to cut dirt off, it's really cool. Terrifyingly dangerous. But hey, if it's not think about it, right? If you were a kid, someone's like, don't use that super cool cleaning weapon. It's dangerous. Well, now it's twice as cool. Now it's twice as cool because not everyone's able to use it. Shoot. Shoot. Someone's too uptight about spoilers. I get that. I get that. That can be a tough one, because in that game, they will hand you titles and minions that are walking spoilers. So it's like, look, man, sometimes this game just spoils things and does not care. They do not care. So it's healthy to also not care that much, because it's just if the devs don't care, you can't afford to care. You know, if you get spoiled, then you get spoiled sometimes. Such is life. Is this soccer ball move? It's a real soccer ball. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's hype. Why am I using the long extension? Let's use this medium extension. There we go. Isn't that nicer? Isn't that nicer? Push. Yeah, it feels weird playing 2 games in one stream. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how so many folk do it. They're so used to the Twitch side, but the YouTube side of me is crying out in agony. Crying out in agony of my terrible thumbnails. No joke, one of my recent thumbnails, which I thought was pretty good, my Claire Obscure thumbnails, I thought they were pretty good. They have a click-through rate of like 0.3%. They're so bad. It's such a bad click-through rate. And I'm like, I don't know, I think it looks nice. I think it's nice, so I don't know about you guys. I could change it, but I don't really want to. No, I don't think I will. Truly, the mark of success is refusing to change. Yes. Alright. Could have restarted the YouTube stream. I could have, but meh. I'm not invested in Powerwash. I'm just kind of here. You know? I'm just kind of here. This is a nice little bonus for anyone who wanders in. If they want it. If they want it. This is super unrelated. So, my workplace, the office manager has been crashing out and has declared that everyone has to come in 3 days a week now. And I am like, so not here for that. Because, ugh. But I gotta figure out what to do for regular lunch. I'm showing up all the time. I can't just go get food. That's how you become fat. Restaurant food will kill you. I was picking up salads from a local grocery store that was nearby. It's normally kind of an overpriced grocery store, but I found they put things on sale. Like they put the pre-made salads on sale and they're pretty good. But the last time I walked in, it looks like the salads had 1/3 the space they used to. And the rest has been replaced with like microwavable stuff that I don't want. So I am like, ew. You know, like, oh, they're getting rid of that? I am not into that. Right? Like, man, I ain't buying these things at full price. And if they only have a few options, it's not worth it. I gotta figure out what to do. Probably just make sandwiches. I'm not gonna lie. Sandwiches are the old classic. And hey, if you want to be lower calorie, you just eat a sandwich. Granted, I used to go to work with a sandwich of thin bread and a slice of American cheese and a single slice of lunch meat ham. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little more than that. I think I'm going to do a little more than that. Yeah, something would break. I know, right? I know, right? Managers and their crash outs. I'll just find a way to stop coming in at some point. I'll find an excuse to never return. And then they'll complain. I'll be like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, I'll come in. And then I just don't. And then I get fired. Tragic. All right. Basically done. Oh, now it's a gross part. Yeah, the gross part. Gotta clean everything. Oh, really? Okay. Hmm. Huh. Over emotion and overthinking to go hand in hand. Yeah. In this case, it's because their clients are being annoying and are like, well, we come in every day. Why don't you come in every day? Oh, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you say? Do you want us to help you or not, buddy? I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Ugh, dealing with people. I get to deal with the fools. Ugh, dealing with... Ugh, why am I here? Just to suffer. This thing is super clean. Come on. Come on. What do y'all even want here? Oh, right there. Got it. Yeah, so the clients have tyrants pretty much, and then they make it other people's problems. Oh well. Ish not that important. I'm just being whiny. Fortunately, well, unfortunately, a lot of people have been quitting as a result, and I ended up getting my old team lead's office. Well, not office, their cubicle. It's a really nice cubicle. It faces the windows and is not near the managers, and I'm like, oh, it's an actually nice cubicle. I've never had one of these. Wow, is this what it's like? Is this what it's like to actually like your spot you're sitting in? That's crazy. That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. All right. Almost done. All right. Well, should we wrap things up a little early tonight? Should we wrap things up once I find this last wall? I don't know what else to talk about. I don't think we'd get here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so like, oh, we're done. Neat. But now what? You know, like, oh, of course. Let's just grab the light. Of course. I'm really looking forward to Metal Gear. I'm not gonna lie. I think Metal Gear is such a cool game series. I've heard so many things about people who just love the Metal Gear series, and I'm like, man, I love weird games. You know? It's not just enough for a game to be good sometimes. Sometimes a game needs to be a little bad to be a little good. You know? Like like um sometimes a game needs to be a little bad to be a little good. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it does. All right. Oh, we finished that. I'm not going to do another one. Oh, we got a fire truck though. I do like fire trucks. Vroom, vroom. But I will control myself. We'll take it a little easy. Next week, I'm thinking about 4 streams. A little more than we usually do. Cool series, which the least stealthy brick in this yard. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I was playing Hitman again. I was playing the Hitman games again, playing the roguelike, and getting frustrated because I'm really bad at it because it's really hard. But look, it does. you're very stealthy if they don't catch you. Why do they not catch you? Is it because they're dead? Hey, I see no witnesses. Guess you're a stealth master. Yeah, what can I say? We're going to go great. We're going to do great in the Metal Gear games. And it'll be great. I am very curious, legitimately, actually very curious about what, I'd say. I'm so curious about what the early Metal Gear games are like. You know what I mean? What are the early Metal Gear games like? Because I I don't know. Legit, I don't know. I only know what Metal Gear Solid is like. Metal Gear alone? Oh, never heard of that one. Never heard of that one before. Favorite cutscene from all time is Bad Company, where they're sneaking into a building. Oh, Bad Company mentioned. Yo, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was legit. That game was so legit. Oh my god. So good. How did they never remake it? How has EA flubbed the Battlefield series so hard that, like, we aren't just playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, but modern? It's astounding. Astounding how bad of a job they've done, you know? Oh well, not my problem. Honestly, it's good. I try to play fewer multiplayer games because I found multiplayer games, they really just eat your life. They really do. I try and play single player games with an actual endpoint. I say, as I boot up Total War Warhammer, which has no endpoint and is just a big sandbox. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't play that. As I boot up Mech Warrior 5 and Mountain Blade, which are also sandboxes with no end. Maybe it's good I try to not play these, because otherwise I'm doomed. All the DLC for Sims 4 is over a couple $1,000. Wow. Yo, that's good money. Yo, that's good money, though. Good for them. Good. Yo, they're robbing y'all blind. Good for them. I respect the hustle. I respect a good old scam and hustle. All right. With that said, I guess I'll call it a little early tonight. It's healthy. You learned how to unlock them? Oh, yeah. That's crazy. They fell off a boat. Nice. I love when things fall off a boat. Good for you. But, all right. I guess, I don't have to go super late every time. Nothing wrong with a little early break. Thank you all for dropping in, though. I appreciate you being here. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior. And hey, if you want, you can subscribe on YouTube, follow us on we do have a Twitter. I don't use it very much. I technically have it. Follow us on Twitch. That's the words. And you'll catch us next time. I'm really looking forward to Metal Gear. Whoops. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong chat. My chats are all breaking. I was going to bring up Discord. We have a Discord. Whatever. Whatever. Nothing works, I swear. We have a Discord. Maybe one day it'll function. Maybe one day my bot will actually bring it up. Not today. Alas. I blame Twitch because Twitch is breaking on me. Anyways, with that said, YouTube side, I gotta put you to bed. I hope you have a lovely evening. And Twitch side, I have someone wonderful and chill that you can go hang out with. So, first off, YouTube, have a lovely night. And Twitch side, let's talk. All right, you brought the goods. The kids are in bed. You brought the goods. Where's my money? Where's my money, Twitch?